Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris. Grand Admiral, no scaling, I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 24. It's close to being one of the last episodes. I wanted to come in here and look at our pretty little habitat here. So cute. Very nice. Alright, not lots of stuff going on anymore. We got through the crisis, so we have this, going on down here. This is going to pop an achievement. Mega art installation when we're done with that, and we have these room rooms here. Lots of people in our empire who are needing jobs, so we're gonna do some of that. We don't really need ship space anymore, which is pretty cool. And you could put some in there, but don't really need fortresses anymore. 4,400, and we beat the crisis with about 38,000 of that, so that was kind of cool. So very neat. We're going to go through our ring roads and build the rest of this out to provide jobs. You can see how many people we need jobs here, but really it's just pop that achievement and then be done. So slow episode if you're sitting there, if you're doing what a lot of people do with my series, you're just chilling. You're just chilling for the next hour. Gonna be calm, cool, collected. That's alright. Just chill out with the rest of us. I'm anxious to see what this score was. I wish I could have a history of my scores actually. That would be really cool. Because I have no idea what my best high score is. Our research up 36k. I think we got it to 65k last episode, but I'm not entirely sure of that. Last series, I mean. I'm not 100% certain on that, so I'd have to go back and look. I'll have to go back and look. That would actually be a really cool thing to do. See what that number is. Lots of unemployed people here. That's funny. We'll just give them some more holo theaters. That'll make them happy. All these ring worlds here help. Oh, we're out of minerals, but guess what? We have like so much money. We might as well just spend some of it. Also because we have a bunch of food. Oh my goodness, the food we have. We have lots of food. So we'll just add an automated trade. Let's buy about 1,000 a month, I think. Should be fine. Energy weapons, research and damage, and all that jazz. Look at our empire. Just all these people begging for jobs. Yeah. Okay, well, on some of these planets, then this is what we're gonna do. Is start raising things up. We have the room to do it, so see what we can get our research numbers like. This
research complete.
More city there. Oh, that puts us in the negative, doesn't it? That's funny. Well, because we're buying a bunch of these. We don't need to buy those anymore. We're not in that need. Don't need them. So that's pretty funny. So one thing, in addition to all this other stuff here, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. Lots of buildings and all kinds of other stuff here. Tons of stuff. But one thing I was going to say is that we need to go up here and get these fleets joined back. Look, we have all these corvettes. So you have to take a look at these fleets like Typhoon Fleet, which we clicked on it and it took us to the 4th fleet. You know, I've lamented that bug so many times. It's ridiculous. They have 20 more corvettes that they're missing. So you have to take Typhoon and go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and go join together. They'll have to come from all over the place. And then there's these guys are still at war, and they've been at war for the longest time. Rogue servitors. Oh my gosh. There is an achievement with rogue servitors. Yeah, and so the achievement for rogue servitors is, as a rogue servitor, own at least 10 pops from fallen empires. I'd very much like to do that. I think that would be cool. I wonder if we shouldn't spend some time here. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. If we shouldn't spend some time here going to crush somebody. The Free Science Federation has a couple of members that don't like us. But if we were going to crush somebody, I'd want to probably crush the people who've been the biggest problem in the whole game, and that's the Sidron Index. So, and they're part of the Free Science Federation too. So maybe crushing the Free Science Federation. Is there anything we can do
complete.
Diplomatically to crush them? Okay, so here's the 9th Deep Fleet is missing 40 corvettes. So let's do the 9th Deep Fleet. We're gonna get these guys, get this taken care of. Research complete, as she says. But what I'm curious about is there anything we can do? Castigation. The Tracposian Collective. You don't make these names easy to pronounce. Yeah, there's nothing here that we can do. Is there anything that hurts a rogue servitor a lot? And I think there is. I think Universal Prosperity Mandate, it says empires that are not egalitarian or rogue servitors may be unable to meet these requirements. Also, rogue servitors can't, so we can't hurt them through that way. And we would have to change to Chemical Bliss is banned, mandatory pampering is... Oh no, Chemical Bliss is the only one of those that we could actually do. Oh my gosh, that would, the amount of consumer goods we would need to pull that off. And it doesn't hurt the rogue servitors, so that's interesting. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on that stuff as we're trying to help our planets out here. Now all of a sudden we have 40k. It's like, oh, you wanted to build? I can make you build. That's it. I wonder if we could do... I wonder what Chemical Bliss would cost us. We might have to try it out just to see. Because is there... It said that would hurt a hive mind. Are there any hive minds here? Not those guys. Not those guys. Ruthless capitalists. Lots of ruthless capitalists. Keepers of knowledge. They're fanatic materialists. Nice. Ruthless capitalists. Oh my god. Erudite explorers. All the ruthless. So there is a hive mind here. The Tracposian Collective. And they're part of the Free Science Federation too. So if you did that... I don't think I've ever pulled this one off. Universal Prosperity Mandate. Oh yeah. Let's propose it and see what happens. I mean, come on. Let's just have some fun, right? So this, emergency measure. Senate's in session. And so we would have to switch. Set default rights. To Chemical Bliss. Oh my gosh. Pop. Increases pop happiness by 40%. Complete. Resources from jobs minus 60. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay. Oh! They can now use the animosity Casus Belli against us. We are in breach of Galactic Law. Balance in the middle. I know, but... Oh, we're in breach of balance in the middle. Alright, we'd have to wait to change it. Oh, and... Okay, so what we have to do is, we have to wait to change it. Living standards. Oh, and we can't. We have to... Oh, God. I changed it too soon. Okay. Let that be a lesson to you. That's too bad. That's dumb. I was a dummy there. Okay. Well, now we know. And now we're 2K in the hole here in our food. So we have to take 700 less of the food. More than that. And we have to not sell these. We should probably stop buying those. And not buy so many of these. Because we're going to have to buy these. Oh, 1K. Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's go through here. Oh, this is funny. I'm laughing. This is so hilarious. Industrial. Let's see what we can do to get out of this hole we dug ourselves. I had to create something interesting here in the last episodes. Oh. Let's do that. Those things. Yeah, so now we're gonna get a very, very interesting. Oh, that's funny. I'm liking it though. I learned a little bit again. I'm always learning with this game, which is pretty fantastic. And what I just learned here is that you shouldn't change your policies there until the resolution actually goes into effect. So that's a important thing to know. Right. I think anyway. I think it's an important thing to know. So on a little planet like this, why don't we do that? Burritos. All the burritos. Yeah, so I want to look at something. I'm going to call the reactor. Tell my homeworld. 93%. People are happy. I mean, you can go in here and look at your populations and see what are people like here. Habitability 100%, happiness 77. 100%. There's some 100% happy people in there.
Research complete.
That's when they're like, chemical bliss. This is wonderful. Give me all the shrooms. Yeah, so that's funny. I mean, if nothing else, it's funny that we did that. We have another ring world coming up. And let's take a look here. That ring world is its position 4. Right there, ring section A. So soon, be able to work on this. That's working. That one's growing. And our third slot is being worked on down here. This thing, what is this? It's in slot 8. Okay. So, and so what we can do, I mean, not to be really dumb about it, is you can go in here and you can say, hey, sell 1,000 of those, and then buy 1,000 of those, and that you should still come out ahead on money in terms of that. So keep forging forward. Crackers. This is it's got some research on here. Oh, exotic gas refineries. Okay. Hey now. Don't mess around. Oh yeah, so we still don't have 14K money. Okay, because because of what we're selling. Oh my gosh, that's what selling 1,000 of these a month does. Oh my gosh, 14K. That's freaking ridiculous. Wow. When this passes, everybody's gonna be so mad.
Research complete.
They'll be like, this sucks. Yeah, the hive minds, they're gonna have problems, aren't they? Might have to go after them. All right. What do you got? More research for me? And we can, like, if we want this planet to be mostly finished, we just raise up a bunch of these.
Research complete.
Here, Horovan says, hey, I can do this now. Do that. Research complete. Leader lifespan. Food from jobs. Oh yeah, let's do some of that. we're on. The Chemical Bliss. That's fun. Get this generator world here working. What do you want to do? You have no bonuses to research on this world. So, maybe the thing to do with you is just make your refineries. Moat harvesting traps. Nice. Okay. This world. Raise that up. And it says, hey, I definitely need holotheaters. So busy. So very busy here. Cradle, why don't you take as many of those as you can make without destroying slots. As we oh, and now we're in the minus. Okay, we'd have to sell. Oh, we're gonna have
Research
to sell more
complete.
than that. All right, we're gonna have to buy more than that. That's funny. Yeah, the buying here. This is. You might have heard the wife in the background coming home. She has now left for work. this Chemical Bliss. So that people understand, they may just be wondering what the hell just happened with this, with the fact that we were that we started to sell 1K of these, and we were making 14K energy credits, and then very quickly in the span of a couple of months it went to minus 2K, and now it's minus 4. It's because we drove down the price. So you can see the price is 13, and it was probably up in the 80s when we started selling. So, you know, supply and demand is the way it works, and this is roughly where I would expect it to see if lots of people are selling. So we're in a little bit of a pickle now. What we can do is continue to sell more, but all that's going to do is depress the cost, and it's not going to make up this 4K difference. So we've got to continue to build over here, which is going to be a little bit of a problem considering how many minerals we need to buy every month. So we're going to have to take a look at, well, here's what we're going to have to do. We have to roll through these systems and look for anything that can help us, like this with double alloy output, but it also chews into our minerals. So have to go through here and look for anything that can really help us basically produce more minerals. Cryo restoration ones, they can go away. You don't need those. We don't need those anymore because we're in. Same thing with robot factories. There's just no reason to hang on to those. So we'll get rid of those and replace them with moats. So any of those upgrades that we can see here, this is a neat little planet that currently doesn't have this little thing, the mineral purification plant, so it's not helping us. And the other thing is to make sure that on all of these planets where we're having the civilian repli complexes and the allo and nano plants, that we also have a ministry of production if we have lots of these industrial districts, because it adds 15%. So like here we have one, but here this is a bad world in that we have these, but we don't have the bonus buildings. Oh no, we do. We have them right here. Okay, never mind. We have them, just not all raised up. That world, ring worlds. We need so. Our latest ring worlds are going to have to be like this to get this. This has a lot of industrial districts here, and it doesn't have the consumer, the civilian on there. And we should probably take one of these and replace it with the Ministry of Production. Here, This world doesn't need this. And it doesn't have mineral purification plant on it. So you got to go through these slowly and try to fix them. Like this. We don't need the Crown Revitalization Center on there. In fact, all we can really do is put more refinery stuff on there. Or Galactic Stock Exchange. We need those to help us make some more money. So anywhere we see this, Galactic Stock Exchanges, those should be one of the first things we replace. This raises up, this goes up. This goes up, raises up. That gets raised up, creates more energy credits.
Research complete.
Let's see. And like on this world, we're going to take some of the gases and replace them with a Galactic Stock Exchange. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, we're lacking. We can't. We have to buy a bunch more. Well, we can do that. Except now I lost that planet, so we'll work backwards. Oh. Uh-oh. This world, Mother, doesn't have any of these city districts. So let's take this. And then we should be able to fix these things. Oh no, we're going to have to demolish them. What are they? I don't want to do that yet. So I want to wait. I want to see if we can fix this. I don't know how that happened, actually. This planet is building alloy factories, but it'd be better to build these first. And take this off. Build a Galactic Stock. So we can work backwards to see all these. We don't have to do anything here. Except upgrade that habitat. Let's see. Some of these you can't put a Galactic Stock Exchange on until it gets built up. Yep. So how much food are we selling? We're selling 3,000 food, which is not a great return on investment there. So, for instance, like on this planet, I think the smart thing to do here, well, is get some industrial districts. But there was another one. This is good. It's building a bunch of these, isn't it? Yeah. It's already building a bunch of those. Minerals. Same thing here. Let's take this and just... Oh, I think it's building a bunch of industrial districts. What's this one do? It's not building anything. Okay. Let's put that up. Let's change this to Galactic Stock Exchange. Let's change this to an industrial district and then just make it like that. We're now at minus 12k, which is really amazing. So you have to take a look at what you're buying, and by virtue of buying this, that's what's costing us. So you get rid of that, and that'll take that out of there. That'll fix that problem. So any place that's about to build. Okay, so this is building what? It's building over that, and it's building over that, and it's a research facility. So raise the holo theaters up. This is where you're going to want to put your chemical plants and stuff. Research Institute. And we're back to being out of this. So now we're at 11k, which is good. Okay. Because of how much building we have to do to get ourselves out of this problem, and because it's minus 1k there, I'm going to try to make something that's reasonable here.
Research
completed upgrading the ring section. Okay. In the Gotura system, and I think that's... Oh, where'd that go? Oh, okay. So, right here. All right. So you Control 4. All right. Ring section. Go over here, and this becomes Tara Ring A. And we'll colonize that. And this can become Tara Ring B. Colonize that. And then we can turn those into industrial ones. Which always helps. So this, raise that up. That'll help. Raise this up for more minerals. Get rid of this. So this is the dance. You got to see. So here is, what do we got? Galactic Stock Exchange. Get that down. This is not punching out the 15% research bonus. It's a ring roll. It has to do that.
Research complete.
Research complete, she says. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do with you. Let's take you and replace you with mineral purification plant. Take you, replace you with this other one. Energy grid. Food from jobs. Anything we can do to help there. Alright, so what's this? Session can be handled early. We don't want it to. We want it to go through. So we're at 6K now, down to 4K, because we're driving the cost of these up by buying so many of them. So it's going to get progressively more expensive every month. To do that, which is fine, we'll make it work. What do we have here? Any of these planets that doesn't have a galactic stock exchange, it's one of those things that's got to be fixed. Because those things create a lot of money. They generate a ton of money.
Research complete.
I don't think we have to worry about crime on this world. We have from pop jobs, artificial moral codes, and governor skills. I think we could take this one and safely change it to Galactic Stock Exchange.
Building a new home.
Building a new home. Yeah.
Founding a new home.
Okay, what's this? Change that. Minerals. Food. Exotic gas refineries. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's go back up here and move backwards. And these planets that are done, that's the...
Research complete.
Research keeps being completed. Galactic Stock Exchange here. Then you can raise that up and that up and give it Ministry of Production. And they have one harvesting trap there, which is really nice. I'm watching this build queue down here as I scroll through these quickly. And anybody that's not building something is one we want to examine. Like, what are you doing? That a strongly worded letter. Envoys from the galactic community have compiled a list of articles that the Galactic Fazatai Empire are in violation of and warn of possible consequences should we not make ourselves in alignment with galactic law. Should we change our policies and accede to their demands? 524 days left to vote. Bring us in compliance with galactic law. Is that free? Pops that are enslaved will be freed. Our empire will change all species within living standards that do not comply to social welfare. Dispose of it, and we will not change our ways. We're not going to change our ways because in 500 days it's going to switch over and we're going to be happy. Happy, I say. So yeah, we'll scroll by and look at these. Oh, some edicts just came up. Which ones? Okay, now there is something else we can do in here. The crisis has been taken care of, so research subsidies is probably not as important as like mining subsidies would be. That would help.
Handshake protocols activated.
Capacity subsidies, which would just give us
Research
a lot more energy
complete.
credits to just buy things with. I'm going to go for mining. Extended shifts would also help to get more worker resources. So information quarantine is governing ethics shifts. I'm going to turn that off and turn on extended shifts instead. Industrial subsidies are probably the biggest one here. So fleet supremacy doesn't need to be on anymore, and we're going to turn industrial subsidies on. And now we're going to see Federation Association offer decline. So now we'll see what we can do with this number. Because I want to not have to buy 1,000 of these. It's going to put us in the hole again. Oop. What do you got here? You're just a food planet. You're just a foodie.
Research complete.
And that puts us in the hole. That slows down the loss. Slows down the loss there. So, what are we looking at over here? How close are you to being done? Mega Art install site. 149 days. Awesome. Okay. Well, as we
Research
work our way
complete.
through our planets, like this. Galactic Stock Exchange and Administrative Production. Research complete, she says. Alright. Oh, what are we at? We're short on rare crystals. Alright, we'll try to make some more crystals here. Sky Temple. This one, we've got enough people.
New frontiers established.
Okay, so in this case, change this to Industrial District. Give me... Oh, it already has that right there. Okay. Gas extraction wells. Oh, let's change one of these over then. To the Ministry of Production. Alright.
New frontiers established.
Alright, so here we go. Ring roads. Set. They're going to want holothrons. As one of the first things that we have to do, we're going to do commercial ring world. Trade value plus 20%. This. Then that, and more of these. Same thing with the other one. Get your happiness first. Okay. There we go. End of this month we can do these because we'll get 2k of those. The minerals are kind of a choky point right now.
Research complete.
Okay. Food from jobs, we're just going to keep doing that because that allows us to sell a little bit more. And minus 3k there and minus there. Art installation, yay.
Research complete.
It's funny being in breach of galactic law. They sent that letter, but here it comes. They're at 483,000 for that, and we're 896 because it's us. We'll see how this changes soon. Skip it on. Okay, same thing. Keep going for this. And then give me these things. And we should probably also take a little look here at how's our trade doing? Is there anywhere we're not gathering trade from that we need to be gathering it from? Like we're gathering it from here, gathering it from here. So we're getting our trade gathered. This is what we need. How's our routes look? 11,000. Everything's at 100%. So that part's nice. We're just in the hole on consumer goods because of the silly. No, sell some more of this. Because of the silliness. Oh, and let's just
research
try.
complete.
Have we driven up the cost on these? Let's buy a few less of those. That world. Corovan. Yep, build that up. Here. Gimme. UI, gimme. Brigands blockade. You will regret this. Bamati scum. Made a blockade there. Oh, well, our ships, by the way, are just sitting around doing nothing, so guess what? That's gonna be some action. 23 days. Universal prosperity mandate to pass. Like this is gonna make a lot of people unhappy. 2, 1. Yay! Galactic community. Make them happy by any. All our empire would change all species standards to chemical bliss, which we already did. Now the game has decided to freeze. It's like chemical bliss was too hard on a widespread scale. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, it's still locking up. Okay. Oh no, now it's running. So since we had already previously switched over to chemical bliss, that was nice.
Research complete.
And now we can see, let's see. Senate has voted and passed it because we're awesome. Oh, there we go. Monthly minerals. I'd like to see more of that. So how many people are in? Oh, look at all the people who are in breach. So resolutions. Let's see. I want to look at sanctions. I don't care about moderate military sanctions so much as I do other kinds of sanctions, environmental and energy. Minor research sanctions has been proposed. Let's support that. And then sanctions, commercial and industry. Minor economic sanctions have been proposed. Good. And sanctions over here, moderate military sanctions we can propose. All right. So all these sanctions now, we're going to sanction people who are not happy. That's funny. Oh gosh. That's funny. Okay. Term permanent. That's awesome. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Sidron Index, how are they in charge? I thought that was us. Oh, no, they're just what? The Galactic Physodie Empire is the current custodian. These guys are the wary attitude towards us. Sovereign Julian there. Why is it showing him?
Research
Decision
complete.
Index. Autonomous service grid. Huh. Rogue servitors. Alright. Well, that's been entertaining. Let's see if we can keep fixing this number. Oh, we're in the positive
Research
for money
complete.
for this month. That's something. Oh yeah, we're going to take a huge hit here, aren't we? We're about to take a big hit because we're going to be... Let's pause the game and roll through these. Are there any ones that we can make adjustments on right now? Like that. That's going to double those. Research on this one. And what are we short on? Crystals. Okay. I'm going to go through with the game pause because every month counts. Every month is important. Every month matters. And every month matters. Go, Metallica. Sing it for us. I think what I'd rather have here is just the cash. Give me the cash. And I'd like to take one of these sky domes and replace it with a cash boy. And I'd like to take the other sky dome, or this, right there, fortress, and replace it with... I don't need those two fortresses. Oh, and they have moat harvesting traps on here. Okay. So month by month, we'll roll down this list here of things that we need to change. Let's go. Crystals with that. It's got this. It's building a Ministry of Production, so that's going to help. And then it can take these two things, make it a planet that does one thing really well. What is this? Auto Forge is ruined. There's still no way to fix that. Okay. Again, food. Probably rather just replace it and have the generators. That would be cool. This has this and a Ministry of Production, which is great. So... Oh, it's building an industrial district, so this... Okay. You build that. You don't need this. Galactic Stock Exchange instead. Sure, go ahead and use that there. Build it up. This planet, what do we want to do? It's got 3 little things to it. So instead of doing that, instead of doing 3 little things, instead of spreading out what we're doing, let's take this and make this fully industrial district. You can only do 1, and then it halts you from doing that. It's got the booster. Okay. This is an odd little planetary. A little odd little situation. Again, another... What do we do here? Galactic Stock Exchange. Okay, boost that up. Take this research off. We're out. Gotta wait another month. Right now. There we go. This replace with Galactic Stock Exchange. Okay, and then we're out another month. So, because you need things to build things. Oh, and you guys came over here and squashed that. All right, go home. Good job. Good job. You guys sell this.
Research complete.
So expensive, that chemical bless. So expensive. I mean, the smart thing to do would be to repeal it. Between now and the end of the game would be to just repeal it. So then we wouldn't have this problem. I may have to do that. Resolutions. Let's go. Universal Prosperity Mandate. We can't repeal the Universal Prosperity Mandate. It's already pending resolution. What's our pending resolution? Which one did we propose? Okay, hold on. Let's go back here. Abstain. I'm gonna cancel whatever I canceled. Was this ours? Withdraw. Okay. Go back to resolutions and change this. Repeal. We gotta wait
Research complete.
2,200 days. That's the part I don't like. That is the part I really don't like. That's a long time to wait. Oh. Paradox makes the game. Them's their rules. I'm not fond of them in that case. But yeah, it's like in breach of galactic law. Why are we in breach of the universal prosperity mandate?
Handshake protocols
'Cause we don't have-
activated.
oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, it was a mistake to do that. If you're not a... I thought I could survive that, but no. We can't. It's too hard. Yeah, you gotta be egalitarian. The Utopian abundance, I think, is pretty good, and so is shared burdens, but chemical bliss is too hard. It's too hard. So... oh my god, and we're in the negative for all of those. Oh, because everything got shut down because we're out of these. Oh, good lord. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move this to fastest. I mean, we got the victory score. It's just... well, and there are some other things you can do here. You can go through and abandon a bunch of these fleets. You can do that. Because they're costing us a bunch of money. I'm going to make some fleets and then I'm going to make them abandon. Because anything that's not docked is costing us. And apparently you can only put so many around straggles. What's your home base? I'm going to assign these guys to bases. Because you can only put so many around the mega
Research
shipyard,
complete.
apparently. So they all got to be like assigned to their own. You can only put like 2 or 3 fleets around them, I guess. Elgate, are you home? Yes, go home. Mal's Marauders, where do you want to go? Core Station? I'm just going to disband you guys. Titans. Let's send you to somewhere else. It's always a shame to have to do this, to have to delete these fleets. I hate that, but
Research complete.
I think it's probably the smartest thing to do right now, to try to get ourselves out of this immediate trouble. So you can go to, let's see. I know, we're having problems. We're working on it. We're having problems, and we're working on it. This station. That gets us out of there. Takes that penalty away. Yeah, harsh. Harsh, harsh, harsh.
Research complete.
You don't want to disband too many of these fleets, because then you're going to fall below the recommended,
Handshake protocols activated.
which will put you in breach of a different galactic law. So, gotta be careful. Energy credits for jobs. Let's do some more of those. And then you can go to your leaders. A bunch of these guys are costing you. If they're not employed, which a bunch of ours aren't, just start doing that. Remember, we're just trying to get to the end game now. The crisis is over. Lost your bureaucracy.
Research complete.
Lots of these guys. Just sitting here, lots of slugs. They were all promising commanders from battle. So,
Research complete.
from 100 battles that went on going forever. Alright, what do we have here? Research. Food from jobs. Energy credits from jobs. Minerals from jobs. Let's see what we can do. This, yep, raise that up. Give me a Ministry of Production here. Raise that up. Put some. Costly. That was a costly mistake there. I'm glad I didn't do that right before the crisis showed up, because that would have been harrowing. That would have been a disaster. Now everybody's not happy anymore because they don't have their consumer goods, right? They're like, oh man, this sucks, dude. This chemical bliss thing is no good when you come down off of it. I know, right? Skip a turn. Raise that up. You got a Ministry of Production. You got a Galactic Stock Exchange. Some of these other... Edamar. You got that. You don't have a Ministry of Production. Get on. Korovan. Ministry of Production. Where's your Galactic Stock Exchange? Do you have one? You do.
Research complete.
Ring world completed. Alright. Oh, we can't colonize. Oh, we can colonize it with robots, though. Where are they? Are they at the bottom? Are they anywhere in here?
Research complete.
Darn it. Where are they? Maybe they're not on here. Maybe we don't have colonization rights set for them. Well, we keep doing repeatables and try to get ourselves out of joint. This is, yeah, I know, it's intolerable. It's really awful. We really put ourselves into a hole, and unfortunately the game's like, yeah, we're not gonna let you do that for another 1467 days. That's unfortunate.
Research complete.
Unfortunate. It's just awful. Really bad. Really bad situation to be in. Not optimistic about that. Yeah, chemical bliss. Harsh. Okay, well. Now we have this is a bigger crisis than the crisis was. I have to get myself out of this mess that I created. 6 months for each one of those. That's not bad. Well, let's keep forging ahead. What else can you do, you know? Forge ahead. It's ugly. Your mother's ugly. Sell all your... Okay, so what are we selling? We're selling that. We have to. Okay, we're buying these. Well, let's cancel that out. We need to buy those. Okay. Selling 2K food. Games. We could sell 2K of food. Alright. Get some money. We can get ourselves out of trouble here. 11K. we can't sell that. Can't sell that much anyway. Yeah, 4K is what we're in the hole on that thing. Unless consumer goods, that's just ugly. So what I'd like to do is buy some of those so we have some room to build things. Our installation 300 days away. Alright, we're on the fastest we can go because we're only
Research complete.
15 years away from the in-game screen popping. That's the goal. So just keep moving like that. We could do one other thing. This is an interesting idea. I'm gonna wait for this to finish. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just gonna go in here. So species by pops is us, and we could go in here and modify our template. Instead of leader experience gain, take the one that allows us to reduce consumer goods output. Pop consumer goods upkeep. So if we do this, oh, and then we can take worker resource, give them more resources. So if we create that template, conservationist, and we apply it to everybody.
Situation log
And in
updated.
2 months, and we'll do that for some of our bigger pops. Like robots are currently all here. So living standard, stratified economy. Oh dude, you can't go on chemical bliss, can you? Because you're robots. Oh, you can't do Utopia independence. Yeah, that was a problem. I didn't realize the robots. Yeah, that's a problem.
Species enhanced.
Okay. Well, what we can do. See, sometimes you just gotta learn. Pop assembly cost. Do they have a high bandwidth? Empire sprawl. Don't care about that.
Research complete.
Pop assembly cost. Pop assembly speed. Don't care about that. Robot upkeep. Oh, well, see, so what is this? High cost -1. Robot upkeep -10. So if I do this one, I definitely want them to take efficient processors. Oh, select a trait to remove. What? You can't just do this? This doesn't work? Okay. Oh, they already have robot upkeep. Okay, never mind. That's as good as that gets. Here, these guys. Strong. We want to remove the quick learners one and put that one on here.
Research complete.
Listen, this. Apply that template. Mouse.
Situation log updated.
Oh, 9K. Nice. Very nice. Right, I know we maxed it out. So, can we... What's it going to cost us to buy 2K of those? Probably too much, but...
Species enhanced.
Hold on here. Edicts. The money ones. Okay. Yeah, so that puts us in the hole by 11, which is amazing. So that's what that costs us. Wow, that's just a lot of money. I mean, you're talking like 14, 15K, well, closer to 20K to feed your people with consumer goods.
Research complete.
While they're on that. That's just nuts. So, living standard, social welfare. I see. So, why did it switch over from chemical bliss? Because we don't have the resources? That must be why. That must be why. That's the only thing I can figure. Okay. Well, as soon as we can, we'll go in here and say, stop it, stop this, stop it. That was a bad idea. Sorry, my bad. My bad. You would think as the galactic custodian, that I could just propose that right away. Be like, you know, that was bad.
Fleeing aggressors.
Pirates. Where? Right there? Okay.
Spaceport under attack.
Not for long. Alright, species. Right here.
Research complete.
Take that last thing off there. Take the recycling on.
Situation log updated.
Every little bit helps. Kind of situation.
Species enhanced.
Yeah, I know.
Situation log updated.
The situation log is updated. The design.
Species enhanced.
She's so excited about that.
Situation log updated.
Come to your local advent center. Oh, there it is. I need to create some jobs. I'm getting
Species
lots of weight
enhanced.
cursors on those. Alright, so we have some stuff to build with. For instance, on this world and that. Edamar.
Research complete.
Skipaton. Raise that up. And what are we low on? Everything. Motes and crystals. A lot. Part of it is because people aren't working those jobs because they're sitting there unemployed. Because we don't have the consumer goods to keep them happy to do their jobs. So that's the rub.
Research complete.
Because you can see there's just tons of unemployed people. Alright, what do we got here? Still working on it. It takes 50,000. It'll be gone in 2 months. 50,000 gone in 2 months. That gives you a clue though of what chemical. See, normally you want to use chemical bliss when you've pulled someone as a vassal, when you've conquered them, when you're about to and then you need to wait 10 years to vassalize them, and their trust with you isn't very good, and you turn chemical bliss on just for that one species, and it makes them happy and keeps them from revolting and all that stuff, and it costs you a little bit extra, but you're not trying to do every species in your empire, so it's doable. But now it's like, no, that hurt. Yeah, so these guys sell a bunch, come over here, buy a bunch more.
Research
of this.
complete.
Sell a bunch more of this. So we could sell some more of this. So someone may be asking, if I can get this all fixed, do I want to leave this proposal up here? Oh, no. We're gonna pull that away for sure. Let's go over to these two. We can finally, since we have some to use before we start to lose all that, let's go do this. Nope. Let's colonize these two. Well, we have some to actually use some consumer goods, because that will create more jobs. Alright. Ring B. It's like, hey, I've got what I've got. Okay. I know how to fix you, though. Precinct houses and this. Ring A is like, I'm having the same problems, man.
Research
There's
complete.
some criming going on. I know you do. Food from jobs.
Handshake protocols
Okay, we can
activated.
sell more food now. Migration treaty proposal. Bye-bye. Okay, so 9K. What's about to pass or fail? Minor research
complete.
sanctions are going to pass. That passed. Can we go up here now? How long do we have? Repeal Universal Prosperity Mandate. 300 days. We need a year. Okay. Here. I know how to do this. You get, people run out of consumer goods and they get cranky. So. I can't have my Xbox. I'm very mad. Big mad. No Xbox. Big mad.
Research complete.
So, still working on that. That one. Double it. Take one of these and replace it with the city, so we get this last slot over here. The habitats, those ended up being pretty good. Pretty good things to build.
Founding a new home. Building a new home.
Building a new home. All the building. What are we lowest on? Crystals and modes. Okay.
Research complete.
All the research. All of it. 993. We can almost afford to just flat out start buying it again.
Research complete.
So this is up to what? 800. Yay. Not, yeah, it's under a K, so that's promising. You guys still don't have enough amenities, do you? That's a big problem. Let's get you. Let's see. A second set of amenities here. You got too much crime. Move your Hall of Judgment up. These ring ones, the scientific ones. Oh, you got some criming going on. Hall of Judgment. Precinct houses. Okay. There's a lot of crime going on because of our situation here. When you can't provide consumer goods, the mafia steps in. They say, well, all these Xboxes just fell off the back of a truck. What can we say? Oh my god, now it's minus 2K. Jesus.
Research complete.
Uh-oh. Edicts came off. How many edicts came off? A bunch of the war fighting ones. A bunch of the warfighting ones, which I don't care about, but then these other ambitions came off and just turned those back on. Alright, well, it's 53 minutes into this episode. The year is 2488.
Research
Can
complete.
I get out of this trouble? That's what I want to know. I'm trying. It's a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny.
New frontiers established.
Hey, look, you guys are ready to go. Okay. Here, let's do this. Let's get you holo theaters. Let's get you precinct houses early. Commercial zones. Same thing with you. Oops. I need to buy some. Precinct houses. Holo theaters. Alright, there you go. Ring worlds. The big thing is this guy down here. That's what we want to see. 763 days remaining. Hopefully we'll see that before the end of this episode. I'd like to see... Is this the last stage? Space Storm arrives. Is that the last stage for that thing? And what number is it? Yeah, art installation. It's button number 8 down here. I want to see that pop. I think that'd be really cool. I'm still short some modes, so... Modes.
Research complete.
And our research is now what, 23k? It doesn't... I think it went down. It went down because not as many people are working them. Is that why? Because of the consumer goods situation? Probably. Get people working jobs for a couple of months. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Oh, and now we don't have minus 1k is what we're going through now because the minerals are being pulled to make consumer goods and alloys. So now we've backed ourselves into a corner here again.
Research complete.
A lot of trying to fix. Fixie. Oh my goodness. Crazy. And lots of unemployed pops. Just oodles and oodles of them. What's our trade look like right now? It's 11,375. That's about what it was last time I checked, and that was a while ago. Zer.
Research complete.
Yeah, the big thing is we got to be able to propose this deal. Okay, repeal. We can propose it. Thank goodness. Okay, it goes to the top of the list. What's on the Senate floor is this. As soon as we can end the sanction, we will in this session, and then we'll get the repeal universal prosperity mandate, and then all will be well.
Research complete.
It was interesting to try that though, and then to see exactly, you know, Chemical Bliss said 60%. Well, 60% ended up being more substantial than I thought it was going to be. That was big. It was a huge hit, which is why you don't ever really want to use it for a whole entire empire, you want to use it just one species at a time to make vassals compliant until you can integrate them. So yeah, lesson learned. A great lesson, actually. That's one of the things that I have enjoyed about playing Stellaris for as long as I've been playing it, is that I feel like every episode I still learn things. Because sometimes you can read the descriptions on some of this stuff and still think, yeah, but what's the real impact? And that's what happened here. I was like, yeah, but chemical bliss, 60%, I think we can pull that off. And the truth is we couldn't. I mean, this number is just too big to overcome, really. You know, we're focusing everything on it. And bring us in compliance with Galactic Law. That's fine. But that's not going to fix anything. Oh, and then the game was like, okay, but in order to do that, I'm going to have to choke. It's like, oh, man, really? Okay. It's probably choking because it's like, I can't make the robots take the mushrooms. And they don't eat the edibles. How am I supposed to make chemical bliss work? Let's see, because what are we? We're still in violation of Galactic Law. And the reason is because of that. Well, and they didn't and see, then we're out of consumer goods, and so it doesn't matter. We can only be in compliance for so long, and then we run out of consumer goods, and we can't support chemical bliss. They're like, our providers, our fixers are like, we can't make it work, man. We can't. We tried, just can't make it work. We can't produce it enough. I mean, I've talked to Walter White. He just can't make enough of it. You know? Yeah, I get it, you know? That's the problem. Okay, it's been fun, though. I'm going to pause the game here. Maybe if the game will let me pause. I'm pressing the button, but nothing's happening because, again, it's locked up on day 2 here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to stop it here, folks. Thanks. I think next episode will be the last episode. You can see we're at 2490. So it's really only a matter of can we get ourselves out of this trouble by then. And then if we can, we'll pop the victory score and get this mega art installation done. So pop one more achievement on Steam. That'll be fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me on this. There is a new series coming. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I promise you something's coming. I'm going through the Steam achievements and looking at what I want to do next. I really think the Megacorp one is going to be next. That just sounds interesting to me, to try to get 5 branch offices on 5 different homeworlds of other empires. That sounds like a big challenge. All right, see you all next time. Thanks for watching. As always, if you dig it, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, leave your questions, comments down below. I'll see you next time.